This is your Iron Trader. It is Sunday night, so we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell, any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have crude oil, your daily and your weekly chart. Now you can see here, boom, down goes Frazier. Okay, now headline reading, oil prices drop more than 5% on the Israel struck Iran on Saturday, but just on military targets. There was no oil facilities or infrastructures that were targeted or nuclear sites. So we got to see how this is all going to shake out here. Okay, so right now, I should say this is that war situation, so you got to be very, very careful, just like we had here. So if there isn't anything that's targeted, as far as the oil situation here, this can come off very, very hard. Now you can see here, so far here today, we had a low of 67.79. And we have a high here of 69 flat here. Now, again, let's just take a look at the downside here, okay? So you got 67.79, but you left that gap going on here. So you're right here. You got to look right at the target here. Where do you got? 67.57. That's your next level. Then we're going to come right here. You got 67.06. And then we'll come right to the bottom of this candle at 66.95. Right here is your retest. Okay, sitting at 66.33. Just bring that price channel right across. That's what you got. Now, if that's lost here, 65.27, that is going to be the big target area right there. Okay, now let's just take a look here on a weekly chart. It shows what happens if that target area is lost at 65.27. Then what we do is we look right here to the left of the chart. Okay, and what do we got there? You got, what do we got? You got 64.36. That's going to be the target, and then we have come right to the bottom here at 63.64, okay? So if that 65.27 is lost, 64.36 is next, and then we'll come right down here at 63.64. Now, if that's all lost here, 62.43, this is going to be your target. Now, this is that war situation, like I said many, many times. I know I'm boring myself here telling it. But this was that war and that hurricane situation. Now we have the same thing. I think if we didn't have that war, I think you now would be right at 62, 43 level, but you could be down all the way down to 50s here very, very easily. So just got to watch here. Now, again, even though Israel struck back, they didn't hit. We got to see now there's going to be retaliation from Iran now. Are they going to restrike back here, and then they're going to end up going and taking out something harder here? So, this is still a more, back and forth action. So what you got to do with crude oil, you trade this bad boy, okay? So let's just look at the upside, okay? So today we had a high there of 69 here. So we want to look at the bottom of this candle right here. You're looking at 69.35. That's going to be a level. Then we'll come right to the bottom of this candle, 69.77. And then we'll look at here at 996. And then we're going to go right up here to that 8-day at 70.29 level. Now, again, if we can get above that, then we have some targets going on here. You got 69.44. We have 69.64. And then we're going to be running right into the strong resistance here at that 50-day 71.45. That's going to be very, very key. And then we have that 71.89 level here. So just look to the left of the chart here. You got that 70.67. 71.11, I should say, and then 71.31. I was looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at the lows of that there. Sorry about that. So realistically, let me just do that again. 69. We get above that here, then we look right to the bottom of this candle, 69.35. We look there, 69.77, and then we look at the bottom there at 69.96 level, and then you can be running right into that 70.28 level. And then we can come up here, 71.34, and then we're going to come to that 50-day at 71.45. And then right above it, we have that 21-day at 71.89. But this isn't done, okay? So just because we had that drop off there today, it doesn't mean that this is done here just because they didn't hit that facility here, okay? So we just want to trade this. So realistically, your big targets, we're looking for that 8-day. And then we can look for that 50-day, and then we can look for that 21-day. Now, downside, just watch that key level there, that 67.79. That's going to be very, very key. Then we just follow the candles down to get that retest, 66.33 and 65.27 level there, okay? Again, if that's lost, you got to come right here, 64.36, right there, okay, 63.64, that's lost. You got 62.43 level. So always look to the left of the chart. That's where all your support levels and resistance levels are going to be. Okay, let's take a look here now at natty gas. Okay, here we have natural gas here. We got your daily chart. Okay, So this is what we got going on here. You can see here where we have almost like a double top situation. What you got there, you had 2.58, and what we have to retest at 2.579. So pretty much double top situation. But Friday we had that indecision candle, and now you can see today here where we put in I don't know if it's a lower low. Let's just see, 2.46 low so far, and 2.46. So you're lining up pretty much right there. Okay, now let's look at your key support. It's going to be right here. Okay, 2.42, that's your 50-day. Okay, right here, 2.40, that's your 100-day. And then boom, right there, 2.39. That's going to be very, very key. Okay, again, if that is lost here, then we follow these candles right on down here. Okay, you got 2.35 level. Okay, we have 2.33 level. We'll come to the bottom of this candle here. 2.27 will come right here at the 2.25. Your big key is going to be right there, 2.23. That's that 100-day. And then look here to the bottom of this price channel at that 2.21 level. That's going to be very, very critical. But again, I like to show you where it can go. You got a lot of good support. 50-day, 100-day, and that nice 8-day, which is curling up. Starting to curl up here pretty nice here. So let's just see how this all shakes out. Upside, very easy. Okay, you look at today's high, 2.51. We look at that 2.58 level, and then we come right to that 21-day at 2.59. Okay, very, very simple. So what we're doing is we're trading this range. Okay, so basically just look here, basically the 240 level, okay, to the 259 level. This is what we're trading here until she breaks out. You go below this, then we just follow candles down until we hit the retest here of the 200-day and that retest at 221. The recent low. Okay, upside, boom. If she can crack up, right there is your target, 2.59. Now we get above that, then we just follow these candles here. What do we got there? You got 2.62. What do we got there? Okay, you got 2.7. You got 2.72. We got 2.78. Follow right on up, 2.83, and until we get your big retest. Okay, so let's just trade this range here, okay, until she breaks either way. Now, again, this is seasonality here. This is looking a lot better than what the crude oil is doing, so we got to see how this is all going to shake out here. Now, RSI here, not really telling us a whole lot. The green is still below the red. It's trying to pinch up here, but right now we're just going to have that sideways action kind of a situation, so we got to see where that all shakes out here. So, you know, just trade this range until, you know, it breaks down or she breaks up. Just that simple. Now, crude oil, just remember, just pay attention to what's going on here because, you know, I'm saying just because Israel didn't hit, you know, a facility, you know, like an oil facility, that doesn't mean, or any kind of infrastructure, that doesn't mean that that's not going to happen again. Because there's going to be retaliation now because I don't know how many missiles they send over there, okay, you know, to Iran. Now, Iran's going to, you know, counter that. And then they're going to counter back and forth because, you know, it's a war. So we've got to see how this is all going to shake out here. Okay, so don't have no opinion. Just trade what's in front of you. Now, this week here, I just want to let you know here, it's going to be a really big tech week. Okay, so you want to get in on this tech trade. Okay, you can see where right now the NASDAQ is rallying. It's up 113 points. Okay, so Amazon is going to report, Meta, Microsoft, Apple, Google, okay, these are all big players, okay? So when you look at like Tesla, they had good numbers and they rallied. Netflix, good numbers and they rallied. So there's a lot of good stuff in there. Now, one of my favorite ETFs, I posted this many times, TQQQ, which is a nice basket of everything. That's a really good way to trade if you don't want to trade each individual stock. And remember, NVIDIA, their numbers aren't coming out here to the 20th of November. But again, you know, a rising tide raises all boats. So if you got really good numbers here, you're also going to take NVIDIA and run that bad boy higher. Okay, so just take this all into consideration here. You can make a lot of easy money here next week here in the, the tech trade is going to be very, very solid. Natural gas, trade the range. Crude oil, trade the range. But watch all that information, all the headlines that's coming out of the Middle East. Okay, that's what I got for you. Trade what's in front of you, not what you want. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock.